First of all, what is creativity? Robert E. Franken's book, Human Motivation, defines creativity as the tendency to generate and recognize ideas, alternatives, or possibilities that may be useful in solving problems, communication with others, and entertaining ourselves and others. Put simply, it is the way humans think that can be used to solve things, relay information to others, or simply just to have a bit of fun. How are humans able to create art and invent things? How do we get our creative on? In 1926, a psychologist by the name of Graham Wallas published a book titled The Art of Thought, which proposed that creative thinking proceeds through four phases: preparation, which defines the problem and all necessary information about it; incubation, which involves stepping back from the problem and thinking about it; illumination, that aha moment when you get a solution that could be the entire solution or just a bit of it; and verification, where you check the solution to see if it actually works. The Wallace model has the incubation and illumination phases both performed by the subconscious working it out, but the first and last stages, the preparation and verification of the solution, are done purposefully. This suggests that creativity also requires an aspect of analytical and critical thinking, and that they complement each other rather than being separate. But how can we judge how creative a person is? While there isn't one universally accepted theory to measure creativity like IQ, there have been several attempts to quantify and develop criteria for a person's creative ability. What many schools use today is known as a requirements model. This model assesses work based on criteria set before the work is even begun. Let's say, for example, you had to design a house for a bunch of T-Rexes. Some requirements may be if the hallways can fit a carnivorous dinosaur, if T-Rexes can grab the door handles, and whether the kitchen is big enough to fit a stegosaur for a midnight snack. While the teacher has a good way to equally measure students, and the students know how to get marks, don't you think it defeats the purpose of creativity to actually go outside of the norm and to make something unique and innovative? Well, instead of linear criteria, I'd like to propose a design by a guy named Mihai Csikszentmihalyi? This guy. Let's call him MC for now. Well, MC suggests that the creative value of a work can be discovered through the relationship between three groups: the person who made the creative work, the category in which the work belongs, and those who have made work in that category already, otherwise known as the person, the domain, and the field. In his model, the person takes information from the domain and transforms it a bit, and if everyone else who works in the field likes the change, it transforms the domain into a new starting point for emerging persons and their creative work. So let's say you got a hot mixtape you made, right? Inspired by Dr. Dre, Jay-Z, and Eminem. So you send your absolute fire mixtape to Dr. Dre, Jay-Z, and Eminem, and they're all like, "Damn, this is the spiciest thing I've ever heard." So they put your mixtape up with the other gold records, and voila! Your mixtape has just changed the idea of music so that other artists get inspired. So the person, you and your hot mixtape, got inspired by the domain, the musicians in music, already in the field. When you showed your mixtape to the field, Jay-Z, Eminem, and Dr. Dre, they liked it, and therefore changed the starting point for new musicians, the domain. MC's model measures relevance or value in the context of community, and what society deems to be important. This gets rid of the argument of, why do I need to learn X subject? I'm not going to use it in everyday life. If MC's model is implemented into our schools and universities, I think we'll be more focused on changing the future rather than focusing on the marks for our tests or making sure those T-Rexes can fit inside your house design. Anyway, creativity is one of those problems we haven't really solved. It's just another puzzle, wrapped in an enigma, shrouded in riddles, lovingly sprinkled with intrigue, smothered in secret sauce, and express mailed to Mystery, Alaska.